I'm also going to start branching out as of today into talking about my budget a little bit. Hi there, I'm Enid. If this is your first time meeting me, welcome. So earlier this year, I unexpectedly became single at 40, and this channel is grocery hauls, some slow living daily vlogs, and some chats about adjusting to single living after being in a couple for pretty much my entire adult life. I'm also going to start branching out as of today into talking about my budget a little bit. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, I would love it if you would subscribe. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. So I've got some notes. I get paid fortnightly. A lot of these expenses are annual, quarterly, or monthly. I calculate the fortnightly amount and I set aside an amount every fortnight towards those larger bills. So these amounts are fortnightly amounts. My rent is $400, electricity $35, gas $15, water $4, car registration is $35, car maintenance is $16, petrol is $20, internet is $10, phone $10. My cat, I'm setting aside $50 for her, and my skin and pharmacy are coming in at $60. You'll notice I have not mentioned my grocery budget. I will talk about that in a minute. So all of those come to $655 a fortnight. My income is $770 a fortnight. So that leaves $115. And if you've been here before, you know that my current grocery budget is $100 a week. So I am eating into my savings to pay for my food at the moment. So, having a look at my budget, in order to not be eating into my savings every fortnight, I need to reduce my grocery budget to $50 or cut costs somewhere else. Or the third option is to find another source of income. I live in shared accommodation. I have 2 housemates. There's not that much I can do to reduce things like electricity, gas, and water. Even if I cut back, it's probably not going to have, I'm only a third of what's being used. The $50 a fortnight on my cat, unfortunately, around the time I left and after we left, she started to have some health problems. So we're not sure if it was the stress that triggered it, or if this would have happened anyway, or if she's developed some sort of allergy regardless of the stress. You might have noticed in any videos of her, she's missing big chunks of fur. Basically, she just licks and licks and licks because her skin is so itchy until she's bald. So she's on some medication. She's also on a special low allergenic diet. Leaving her behind was not an option for me personally, and honestly, she has made the transition this year so much easier. Just having someone I have to look after to keep myself on track has been hugely helpful, and just having a cat to cuddle and fuss over when times are tough, I would say it's been worth it to me. So there's not really anything I can do about the cost of the cat right now. I could reduce costs by not using the car anymore. The car is a huge drain on what little income I have, so I think I need to probably make a decision on that. Car registration is due in January. Same with car maintenance. I'm not sure about being able to sell it, but I could just leave it there and not renew the registration. That would free up money as well if I stopped setting aside money for the car and stopped using it. I'm only spending $20 a fortnight on petrol now, so I really don't use it very much. So I will need to make a decision before January. So yes, that brings me to my grocery budget. So I've been trying to do $100 a week, but I'm eating into savings to make that happen because I only have $115 a fortnight spare that I should be spending on food. So I'm spending more than is coming in right now. So I'm using savings to feed myself, unfortunately. And those savings are limited. I need to make a decision. Either I get rid of the car, which would save some money every fortnight. I halve my grocery budget, which is possible. Maybe. I'm not really sure. Or the third option is to find another source of income. So I need to find this balance too of I need some extra income, but I'm also studying full time, and I struggle as it is to stay on top of my full-time studies. So if I'm working too many hours in a week, I know that my studies are going to start to suffer for it. That is the situation with my current budget. I am spending more than I have coming in right now. There will still be another video coming from me later on this week, but I just wanted to share with you my budget. I'm still trying to work out what kind of videos to make. It's early days for me, so I'm still working these things out. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you later in the week for my normally scheduled video. Bye.